Hi, my name is Brian Johnson, and I'm one of the pastors at Williamsburg United Methodist Church, and this is our weekly midweek video, a chance to talk about faith, life, something that's going on in the world. Today, we are talking about a new thing that's kicking off at Williamsburg United Methodist Church. At this church, this Sunday, we are kicking off a new sermon series that we are calling Stuff Jesus Never Said. You may remember earlier this year, back in January, we had a sermon series that was stuff we wish Jesus hadn't said. That was stuff that's in the Bible that's kind of challenging. This series is kind of the other side of that coin. This is stuff that we're going to be talking about, things that we often, spiritual sounding phrases, things that people often say to help explain and reflect on life that actually isn't part of the Bible, that actually isn't part of Scripture, because a lot of the things that the kind of truths that just seem obvious to us, the things that people say when life is hard or when we're trying to figure out how the world works, a lot of the things that we say aren't actually in the Bible. They aren't actually things that Jesus taught, and they are, in fact, often the opposite of, counter to, maybe a little bit problematic for what Jesus teaches and says. So we're going to talk about things like this Sunday, the phrase, God won't give you more than you can handle. And we're going to talk about why that actually is less good news than the real good news of Jesus. And in this series, the idea is, hey, we say things without thinking a lot about God that maybe communicate some truths that we assume about who God is and how God works. And this is an opportunity to discover that actually God is at work doing something even better than the way we think about God, even better than how we think God is like. God is that good. So we're going to discover that that God is with us in all things, that God speaks truths that are better than what we might assume, that the things that we kind of think without thinking, that there's something better, that there's a better, truer, more loving God behind them. So the idea here is to take a moment to sit back and reflect on our beliefs and to wonder how we might need to be challenged, how we might think some things or say some things that might actually be less helpful than they could be. Again, the goal during this series is not for me to be a jerk. I'm going to say that again this Sunday. So if these are things that you say, that you kind of think throughout your life, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to think these things. But what we want to offer is that the grace of God in Jesus Christ is even better news than the common sense spiritual answers we often come up with. So we're looking forward to worshiping with you this Sunday. We hope you'll invite a friend and maybe think together about how God might be at work to do something new, to challenge our assumptions, and to offer us the even better news of Jesus Christ, who saves us, who offers us hope, who offers us new life, who offers us truths even better than what the world offers us. So there's some stuff that Jesus never said that we're going to think about, we're going to talk about, we're going to preach about for these next coming weeks. I hope to see you there. Hope you'll invite a friend. Peace. You are loved.